Welcome, Boils and Ghouls, to our third installment of Uberdemon's movie Morgue. We're going to switch things up a little bit this week and start with our game segment. This game just came out last week, and I've been playing the crap out of it because it's a hell of a lot of fun. Dead Space. Oh my god, this game is freaky. It's the most chills I've had playing a game since the original Doom games. Clive Barker's Jericho about a year ago was a pretty good chill game too, but not on the level of this one. In this game, you'll see things standing in the hallway. When you go kill it, it's gone. You'll see things crawling on ceiling tiles and under the floors that won't attack you, and then when you least expect it, something will come out of the dark and surprise you and make you almost wet your pants. It's awesome. And they interject, the sounds in this game are amazing because you'll be moving along and you don't think anything's going to happen, and all of a sudden the sound they'll play some random sound like a scream, and you'll think something really bad's about to happen when actually nothing's happening at all. And it's in the most dead quiet moments when you get ambushed by a bunch of necromorph, creepy, human, mutated, dead alien things. And oh my god, this game is freaking sweet. Check it out if you've got a 360, PlayStation, or a computer. I'm gonna keep playing this. In fact, I'm probably gonna play this when I'm done recording this segment and throwing it online. So once we got the game segment out of the way, we'll go ahead and jump into the literature section really quickly. Now, I mentioned Clive Barker's Jericho in the game segment, and this book actually came out closely around the same time. Clive Barker's Mr. Begone. This book is really amazing. It's one of Barker's more impressive efforts in recent history. Uh, this book is extremely interactive, and it deals with the demon and his life, kind of a memoirs of sorts, and it really involves you in the book, and it's a real page turner because of that fact, because you're so involved with the character and you feel like you're stuck in the pages with him. And another piece in the literature section this week, a book that I never thought I'd find here in this state, is Beyond Horror Holocaust by Chaz Balun. And for those of you that don't know, Chaz Balun is a virtuoso in the horror industry, kind of on the underground side. He does a lot of artwork for a lot of musicians. He's done artwork for Necro. He does artwork for the Rotten Cotton T-shirts, which I'm wearing a Mausoleum shirt right now from Rotten Cotton, which I don't think he did the art for this one. They just took the poster art and put it on there. And he writes books. He's written for Fangoria. He's written for Gore Zone. He has his own magazine, Deep Red, and he's just an amazing person. And I hope to see a lot more from him in the future. Last I heard, he had been diagnosed with cancer, and I haven't had time, unfortunately, to keep up with that. So, regardless, my thoughts are still with Chaz, and if he's not well, I hope he gets well soon. On to the music segment this week. What I'm going to do is cover the band Necrophagia exclusively. It's Halloween. Necrophagia is an amazing horror metal band. Killjoy is a really cool guy. He's really approachable. I've sent a couple of messages to him online, and he pretty much responded instantly. He's like, I checked out your MySpace page, and it rocks. So keep doing what you're doing, Killjoy. I'm waiting for the next album very eagerly. I can't wait for it to come out, and I'm gonna scoop it up and listen to it until my ears bleed. So on to Necrophagia, and I should probably start with this one, which just got re-released a while ago. It was one of their earlier albums. And in fact, you can see pictures of very young Killjoy in here and members of the band that aren't around today. Another album. This is actually a dual re-release of Cannibal Holocaust single. It's basically like a Cannibal Holocaust single, and another disc is a Viking Crown single, which has a few older Necrophagia songs on it, including, of course, Cannibal Holocaust, which can be seen on the Grindhouse releasing version of Cannibal Holocaust. I might do a piece on that later because I'm a big fan of Cannibal Holocaust. And you can also see a music video for And You'll Live in Terror on the Beyond DVD, both the Anchor Bay and the upcoming release on Tuesday, the 28th of October, which I'm waiting for via the mail. So back to Necrophagia. This is probably one of my favorite albums that I own of theirs. Holocausto de la Morte. It's got a ton of cool songs on it, and a lot of these songs were found in one of the videos that they made, which I'll show later. And then there's The Divine Art of Torture. This album is almost exclusively a tribute, it feels, to not Jacinto Molina, to Coffin Joe. And Coffin Joe's amazing. If you haven't seen his movies, there's a Coffin box set out there, which again I'll probably cover that later. Uh, but moving on, their most current effort to date is Harvest Ritual, which is available in this flimsy digipack, and if you can find it, there's this nice little hardbound book edition of it. A lot of cool songs. Bill Moseley's featured on one of the tracks, doing an intro and talking about this radio station that he has and whatnot. Also, Joey Jordison of Slipknot helped write one of the songs with Killjoy. Definitely one of my favorite CDs of theirs, probably next to Holocausto de la Muerte. They do have a few other CDs, but again, I live in Indiana and I can't find anything cool. So, moving on, they have made a couple of videos, one of which I do not have, Nightmare Scenarios, which I want to get because it looks pretty cool. I'll start with Necrotorture and Sickness, which Necrotorture is a live show that they recorded. I don't remember where, maybe in Pittsburgh. I know Sickness is the mockumentary that Fred Vogel of Toe Tag Pictures, famous for the August Underground films, directed with Necrophagia. But yeah, so I have a strong feeling that Fred was also involved in the filming of Necrotorture. This one's definitely worth checking out for the live content, and the documentary is pretty cool as well. And the bonus features are also cool. You have the toe tag trailer for Sickness, and the trailer for Nightmare Scenarios, which I have yet to get. One of the very cool things is back when Phil Anselmo was playing guitar for Necrophagia. This is around the time of Holocausto de la Muerte and what have you. They made this movie Through the Eyes of the Dead, and this was really cool. Again, it's surprising that I was able to find this in a record store here in Indianapolis. They have tons of videos from the songs off of Holocausto de la Muerte. A lot of this, I believe, was shot by Jim Van Beber, and it was shot at the House of Shock in New Orleans. Very cool. Again, this also has the Cannibal Holocaust music video on it, and the video for You Will Live in Terror. If you can find this, grab it, watch it, and enjoy it, because I do all the time. But on to the movie segment for this installment of the movie Morgue. It's very close to Halloween, and depending on how things are going this week, I'm on vacation. I may do a couple more of these because this is my favorite time of year. Moving on to the movies. It's Halloween, and there's a lot of cool things that are coming out on DVD. One thing I'm actually going to start with is for my birthday, because my birthday happens to coincide shortly before Halloween. My wife, she got me a surprise present from Toxic Tunes, also known as Eric Pigors, the cartoonist and artist, and he's amazing. I love his work. We got this DVD with our last order, and for those of you that have not had the treat of ordering from Toxic Tunes website, Eric really knows how to package his art and his books and anything that you order from him. He always includes extras. He's a really super nice guy, and I highly recommend, if you're into this stuff, purchasing directly from him, because he will make it worth your while, including this DVD. This DVD is awesome. It has some of his Flash cartoons that he's done online. He has his little music video that he was in called Children's Day at the Morgue. It has a sample of a stop motion puppet animation that he did of his character Meat Boy. Very cool. Another cool thing that's on here is a video for Psycho Chargers Channel 13, which he kind of did some vocals on. It's also very cool. There's also some still galleries of artwork that he's done that kind of pan through the art. And another cool feature is some video at his house during Halloween time. He looks like he sets his garage up like a little mini haunted house, and he hands out candy and he dresses up. But more power to you, Pigors. Keep doing what you're doing. Enjoy your work. We'll probably order again from you soon because we love your stuff.